A very good morning to you, viewers all across the globe watching us. I will say thank you so much for joining us this Friday morning. Yeah, TGIF. It's another edition of City Stunts. Of course, I'm the anchor of the program. I have my respondents here with me, and they're ready to dissect important issues we have on papers this morning. All right, to the comment section, Sunshine 247. Thank you for joining us. Welcome you to the program this Friday morning. It is the 24th of October 2025. Diverse stories, diverse reactions on the platform this morning as regards what we'll be discussing. The president of the nation, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, at the end of the day has sworn in the INEC chairman, Josh Amukuton, and Amukuton has promised to deliver a fair, free, credible, and transparent election. The president also urged him to please deliver a credible election in 2027. Jasmine Blessed, you're welcome to the program. Thank you for joining us. TGIF, thank God it's Friday. Yeah. All right, let's quickly look at what we have on this daily, talking about the Vanguard newspaper the stand this morning. But before moving down to Vanguard, let me quickly read out this report. Ensure free, fair, and credible elections. Tinubu tasked new INEC chairman. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has urged the newly sworn in INEC chairman, Josh Ojo Amukuton, son, to uphold integrity and ensure Nigeria's elections remain free, fair, and credible as he assumes leadership of the electoral body. Tinubu made the remarks on Thursday in Abuja after swearing in Professor Josh Ojo Amukuton as the sixth substantive chairman of INEC. At the ceremony held at the State House Council chamber, Tinubu described Amukuton's appointment and Senate confirmation as a reflection of confidence in his capacity and character. We move on to the arrest of Omoyele Sowore, the publisher of Sahara Reporters, and the person who just pioneered a protest to free Nnamdi Kanu on the 20th of October this year. Former presidential candidate and activist Omoyele Sowore has been whisked away from the precinct of the Federal High Court in Abuja by armed policemen shortly after he made appearance for the detained leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. Sowore, who is a frontline agitator for Kanu's release from detention, was on Thursday accosted by the security operatives who insisted he must move with them to the Federal Capital Territory. That's the police command. All right, on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he has sacked his legal advisor, his legal team. Kanu has sacked his legal team and is to open defense today. The Federal High Court in Abuja has ordered the Biafra nation agitator Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to open his defense on October 24, which is today, in the terrorism charges brought against him by the federal government. Justice James Omotosho ruled that the defense must be opened without a fail on Friday. And today is Friday. All right, we shall be looking at all these stories together this morning. Let's go down to what we have on the front page of Vanguard newspaper. Integrity of our elections, non-negotiable, says Professor Amukuton. That's the new INEC chairman. We demonstrate our commitment with Anambra governorship poll. Serve with integrity beyond reproach. Tinubu charges Amukuton. Serve with integrity beyond reproach. The president charges the new INEC chairman, Josh Amokuton. On alleged terrorism, Kanu South's legal team to open defense today. I said it earlier on. This is on page 11 of the Vanguard. And what's PDP saying here as regards the presidential ambition of the former president of the nation, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Jonathan is under pressure to drop 2027 presidential ambition. This is on page 12 of the Vanguard newspaper. Jonathan under pressure to drop presidential ambition. Down the paper, PDP National Chairman Turaki emerges not consensus candidate. Turaki emerges not consensus candidate. You can go to page 9 to see more of this. Election petition. Opposition parties back Senate on shifting burden of proof to INEC. You can go to page 35 to see this story. And on page 9. Labour Party crisis. Usman demands former acting INEC chairman's arrest. Usman demands former acting INEC chairman's arrest. All right, on sports. 38 Sime worth more than 100 million. This is Galatasaray coach on this. Thank you so much for joining us this Friday morning. We appreciate all of you, and please drop your comments as regards what to be discussing this morning. Your comments, your opinions are needed in the comment section. And please let us obey the rules guiding the channel. Let us maintain decorum. Very, very important. And please, for those who have been demanding my contact, it is 091 27 42 0575. I repeat, 091 27 42 0575. You're welcome, guys. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Michael, and I welcome our viewer across the globe to another Friday, the beginning of another weekend. We say, may God continue to be with you as He usually be with us on City Stand. Remain blessed. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Michael. Good morning to all our esteemed viewers. Thanks for joining us.
All right, good morning, esteemed viewers, once again. And I quickly need to appreciate Mrs. Tina in California. Thank you so much for your support. Really say a big thank you. I'm grateful, very, very grateful for what you do on the platform on a daily basis. And to the rest of the viewers who bless us every day on the platform, say thank you to you all of you. No one is exempted. Yeah. And to those who are always engaging us in the comment section on the program, we really appreciate your engagement. Thank you so much. Without you guys, you won't be here. Yeah. So, the president has charged the new INEC chairman to deliver a credible election come 2027, and he has also promised that the Amokuton has also promised that he will be doing as the president said. He will be doing the wish of Nigerians. Should we expect much from him?
Well, from that statement of Mr. President, you can't expect less. He wouldn't say he should do mago in the election. Now, of course, that's what he will say, and that is to fulfill all the righteousness. That one is a formality. You can say so. You can say something and act contrary. So, what Mr. President said is needful. That's what he will say. But in our conscience, in our medulla oblongata, we know that we may not get what they promise us. Yakubu, what's the name of that Yakubu that just left? Mahmoud Yakubu. He promised us more than that. But when it comes to, a presidential election, we witness a glitch. Every time they usually bring new English. I don't know the kind of English they used to kill us against in 2027, but I know they will be cooking something. Let me tell you, these people, if to say we have been enjoying, a transparent election, to solve this way, this country will not be like this. It's not just started. Go and check the history. What caused Operation Wet here? It was because of massive rigging in the southwest. Massive rigging. Akintola versus Awolowo, and it caused Operation Wet here. Since then, we have been unable to get our electoral process perfect until this moment. So I don't know what Amokuta want to do. I listened to Nnamdi Kanu yesterday when Okembaloye asked him that, what will you, if you have chance to call Amokuta now, if you want to call him, advise him, how will you advise him? Will you say that he is among the demons, or he should tread softly? But I like the man's response. He said, I will just be praying for him. It make us know that that INEC you are looking at is about of different, I mean, cabal. He said all the politicians, they have their take in that INEC. It's not only federal government. Why we have a federal government ruling, opposition championed by Tinubu have stake in INEC. Yes, even in judiciary. So it's not all about ruling party. I mean, it depends on how powerful you are, what is your strategy, your financial, I mean, capability. That's how you'll be able to move inside our INEC. But as it is now, I don't see that INEC can give us a transparent election.
All right, let us know in the comment section if INEC can give us a transparent election this time around. What we need is free, fair, and credible election. How is Josh Amukweton, will he be able to deliver a credible election come 2027? Now, Michael, given that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu appointed Josh Amukweton, he was appointed by the president. Can he be independent in managing elections involving the ruling of Progressive Congress? Don't forget that Anambra election will be coming up soon. Can he be independent in managing elections involving the ruling of Progressive Congress?
Well, I think it's left for him to show to Nigerians what stuff is made of. He has been appointed, he's already in the saddle. He must, as a matter of obligation now, show to Nigerians, not just tell Nigerians as we are reading in the papers now, beyond the rhetoric that we always have. He must show to Nigerians that indeed he wants to do things differently. It is possible, the question you asked, that if you can actually deliver on the promise of integrity and make the election to be free, fair, and credible, it is possible, except he chooses otherwise. We've had INEC polls that has delivered, and the example that easily come to mind was Atahiru Jega at that point in time. Atahiru Jega was the one that midwifed an election that took down the incumbents and all of that. So a good luck Ebele Jonathan came down under Atahiru Jega, despite the fact that he was the incumbent president. So it is possible to live above board if he chose to, as the INEC boss. As I said, I understand that the job is complex. It's not going to be in all the 36 states at the same time. It's not possible, no matter the level of integrity he's trying to bring on board. And I think that is why I've clamored that he must leverage on technology that we've had. See, election is just like 1, 2, 3. So if you are still struggling with elementary thing like an election is just, okay, how many people are here, and count and record the number. That is what we are dealing with now. So I believe that INEC can leverage on technology that makes things to be more transparent. That is where he must direct all his energy. How can this election be as transparent as possible? And one of the ways he can achieve that is to open up the system. Let things not be shrouded in secrecy. Let proceedings be recorded, even by voters. In my view, let it be as transparent as possible, and that's the only way politicians will not do their bid. Don't forget, every politician in this country want to win by all means, and it is the umpire, the electoral body, INEC, that is going to either make that possible or not. So I urge the new boss, beyond this rhetoric of this is what we are going to do, it must be seen, it must be clear to Nigerians that indeed a new INEC is here. If not, it may just go the way of others.
All right, quickly to the comment section. I can see some reactions as regards what we are discussing this morning. Williams Okameme says, please, Mr. Mike, could you tell Mr. Femi not to be crying foul because APC Nigerian government is favoring him. Oh, I don't understand what you mean by that, Mr. Williams. Oh, sorry, not Okameme. Is it Okameme? Yeah, this is Okameme, yeah. Femi, you shouldn't cry foul. That's what Williams Okameme is saying.
How does
since the APC government is favoring you, are shining. Right?
I pray APC government.
Living fine.
Let me tell you, irrespective of what you think, I thank God that you see me that I'm signing, and you think APC government is favoring me, and that's what I'm praying for. Even the PDP, the best of PDP is not favoring me, then what did I gain? So if you say APC is favoring me, I say amen to that. But with what I just said, I don't see any sign like a crowd foul in what I just said. That to me, I still don't see that with what is on ground now. Although people trust Amupitan, but I still don't trust our president when we talk about deliver a free and fair election. And mind you, what some people are waiting for is off-cycle election like the state of Anambra. Of course, they may maintain their integrity in that one. Dash you that one to take to market. Dash you Anambra, yes. Even if there's another off one or so state, yes, they can dash you that one. But Ekiti also is there as an off-cycle. But when it becomes presidential, it's only the time that will tell. So it's only their action that will prove that this man actually is a man of integrity.
And that is why Jasmine Blessed is saying that for now, I will advise him to talk less and act more because his ability will be tested in the upcoming election in Anambra. All right, away from that, let's move down to Omoyele Sowore's arrest. We don't know if that was an attempt to silence political voices in the country. I don't know, but there are reactions to this morning. But before going into that, let's quickly read out why Sowore was arrested yesterday. The police public relation officer yesterday, Benjamin Hundeyin, declared that to us that he was arrested because some other persons were arrested, and which was needed. All right. The Nigerian police said it's arrested human rights activist Omoyele Sowore for luring protesters into a restricted area. Don't forget that there was an order restraining protesters, to protest at certain areas. Yeah, and the first public relations officer said that move contravened the order of the court. Yeah, according to him. Sowore has been arrested by the Nigerian police force, and the reason is that the 13 people that were arrested previously in connection to the Free Nnamdi Kanu protest gave their statement. From the statement, every one of them mentioned that Sowore led them into the restricted area in contravention of the court order. So it would be most unfair to charge some of these people to court and leave the person that led them to commit the offense. And that's why, in the spirit of fair play and to ensure that justice is served, Sowore was arrested. Yeah. Would you call that a lawful act of policing, or what? Just an attempt to silence Sowore's voice?
Let me tell you.
Because this was carried out after meeting.
The
court after meeting Nnamdi Kanu.
When I hear about the arrest of Sowore, to me it's like afterthought. After they have arrested Nnamdi Kanu brother, and they look at the list and they will be okay. Where is the convener? Why can't you arrest the convener? Oh, go and bring the convener. And Omoyele is their customer. That guy is their customer. He knows every nook and cranny of the police cell in that Abuja. So to me, arresting of Omoyele Sowore is not a big deal. Even if you look at the kind of case he will be answering in the court. Omoyele Sowore has not been able to nail. They have not been able to nail him. Even when he was charged with a heavy, a case like a treason felony. The man has it's like a cat with 7 lives. So I don't think arresting of Omoyele Sowore is important in this case. The most important in this case is arresting of Kanu's brother. Even arresting of Ejimako is not even as important of arresting Kanu's mother. So we now have two brothers in the cell now. To me, arresting of Omoyele like a just to fulfill all the righteousness, and before you cut that represent the man will be out of court. That is on.
So it was just to show solidarity as regards the detention of Nnamdi Kanu, his trial, and at the end of the day, he was arrested. Was this done to keep him shut or what?
Well, I think the Nigerian police should not reduce that institution into a joke. The way they have conducted themselves, especially on this Sowore matter. I have always wondered why he was not picked up on that 20th of October when the protest was led. I have asked that question why Ejimako and some other people were arrested and Sowore was left out only for them to pick him up yesterday. And part of what they are planning to charge him for is that he led protesters to restricted areas as given by a court. Let us, for the sake of this conversation, let's agree that there was a court order to that effect. So if there is a contempt of courts, what you do, even though I'm not a lawyer, is to go back to that court that this person has contravened your order. It is only a court of competent jurisdiction that can now order his arrest, not to put the cart before the horse as the police have done. But by and large, as FM said, he's used to this terrain. It's a familiar terrain for him, and let him have his days in court. Don't be a judge in your own case, as we always see our institution behave. Let him go to court and let's take it up from there.
All right, let him go to court. We said that was last week that there was a court order. There was an injunction by the court, and so you said it's a fake story, a fake report. So you can now see what is playing out. All right, on alleged terrorism, Kanu, the leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, has sacked his legal team. This is a critical stage of Kanu's terrorism trial. Why did he take or make such a decision?
Well, I think Nnamdi Kanu is a sound-minded person. You know what he's doing, and to some extent, the man has knowledge of law. So if he decides that he can defend himself without causing a confusion in the court of law, he can do so. Since Constitution allows him to do so. He has been using all these lawyer Ejimako, Kanu Agabi, former Attorney General of Federation, and we can't see the end of the case. So it's better he left off the shackle. Like Yoruba will say that if you rely on a particular tree and it cannot withstand you, if it fall on you, it cannot kill you. So if you remove all the lawyer, I don't think it's going to bring any consequence. I think the man is sound enough. When we talk about law, he can question judge himself. He can cause jittering in the court of law, make a lawyer himself, the judge to be scared. So I want to see the fire, to be burning in the court of law. And one thing that I like is that the speedy trial that I'm about to see now, the case has been adjourned to Friday. I think that one is going to be today. That's what I expect. Yes. Both federal government and Nnamdi Kanu, both of them are ready for the battle. Let's speedy.
I saw some names.
Bring the fire. Even with all those ones, it's still the beginning of the fire. When he mentioned all those names, everybody was, what do you want to pull? So let him go and pull something in that place. Let him prove himself. I want to see the fire burning in the court of law.
All right, thank you so much. There is a big story in town, in Nigeria, right now. Nnamdi Kanu sacks his legal team. He used to open defense today, the 24th of October 2025. OJ, good morning to you. Welcome to the program.
Mr. Mike, good morning, sir. Our global anchor, Stan. I say good morning to you again, once again. And our global viewers all over the world, I say good morning to you. Our global benefactors, Fabi, appreciation of this program. May God bless you, Mrs. Tina. It does a lot of you. I say thank you. You are welcome. I remain my humble self, Mr. Olajide.
Good morning. It's Friday already. I will thank God and we celebrate everybody out there who has kept us standing in city stand.
Yes.
Miss Tina.
Yes.
Tuale, rising up all of us.
Miss Tina again, thank you very much, man.
This is a complex stage. Terrorism. And Kanu will defending himself. How do you feel? And what prompted this move by Nnamdi Kanu?
Yes.
His legal team has been sacked.
Yes. I agree.
Why?
I agree.
At this stage, that he needs them the more.
No, Mike, let me tell you, if we must understand the nature of this matter to this point, when the presiding chief judge, Judge Omotosho, was drafted into this, initially, we saw him as an angel who was coming to do a particular justice. And that is what I believe. And I made it very known on this platform. But he needs to be watched because after some time, other factors will start playing into it. If I give you a thorough rundown of what actually transpired to the state of Omotosho, remember, there's no judge in Nigeria that wanted to try this matter until Wike's loyalists planted Omotosho there. Okay. Now, we have seen Michael Zokeme, a lot of the lawyers have come and gone. Now, it has gotten to the point that it is very clear there's a hand of injustice towards Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to send him to jail. The picture is very clear. One, this very Omotosho rejected and refused Mazi Nnamdi Kanu access to medical care. And this is a matter that has gone to this appeal. This child acquitted. Went to the Supreme Court. Then, on a court pronounced judgment, why are you still trying me? That's the first one. Then, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu felt otherwise, that because of these judges, lawyers, there is the issue of Nigeria Judicial Commission, there is the issue of NBA and all that. They cannot be able to defend him the way he wants. But I'm giving you reasons. Because if you go to an look at what happened in the court, where James Omotosho was asking judges. See, right there in the court, every lawyer has every right of expression. Because that is their jurisdiction, that is their office. But he shut down lawyers who were trying to stand up against something they observed in the court. The same James Omotosho. So now they can look at this and say, okay, since it has come to that, my brother, there's going to be controversy over this. Because one, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never mentioned his loyalists, IPOB members, or international lawyers he knew, or reputable, or his friends. He mentioned his arch enemies. Because when federal government had closed a certain case and there was a no case submission, it's a very clear thing. No case submission. You agreed initially. Later, you will not say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has a case to answer. Federal government has closed their case. You say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have a case to answer. Okay. If I have a case to answer, these are my witnesses. Give me 3 months to prepare my defense. The same Omotosho denied him that, showing that he doesn't want what he is there to do is something that is not properly according to. This guy cannot come and tender judgment or pronounce judgment based on the rule of law that's already written. I don't understand. Everything. The judges are not even fantastic. The lawyers are not fantastic. They act based on our existing rules and regulations. That is how they operate. But if you want to go contrary to that, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has sensed that this guy, if they cannot to play this lawyer thing, diplomatic way, this and that, the Omotosho will send him to jail. So the best option for him is to involve those enemies who has kept him. Let them come to that particular place. I don't need a lawyer. But I don't think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu studied law. What I know he read is international relations. So come to bring them there then let me open my defense myself.
Don't you think Kanu is taking risk?
But it is suicide, not even risk. Suicide mission. But because it has gotten to a level that you understand that you are now clear. It's clear that you are going to stand alone. That the lawyers look at imagine what it means to lose somebody like Kanu Agabi. You know what it means? A former attorney general who is watching Omotosho sending his clients that did not commit any offense to jail. Do you know what it means? The lawyers argue front and back. That's their nature. Now, since it has gotten to the point, I am the suspect. Let me come out and let the whole world put it in the public domain that this is how the matter is going. Bring these people, all the people Nnamdi Kanu mentioned. Nobody is friendly with him. So he is calling enemies as witness. Man, don't you start saying a serious signal to the international community, to Nigeria MBA, to Nigeria Judicial Commission, to know that something is going the other way. But it's clear. Can you stand on the existing court judgment that this matter has been discharged and acquitted? Can you please, for one day, can you
stand on it?
That is where Nnamdi Kanu said. But you know why I have a reservation, because Aloy Ejimako and the rest of them supposed not to accept the retrial of Nnamdi Kanu. They are supposed to stand on already existing court judgment, which the court have not obeyed. The federal government have not obeyed. So he's going to stand alone, and I just pray that the first witness that will come there should be Wike.
I'm coming back to you, Onyezi. Okay, it's like I said earlier on to Onyezi, that this is a complex terrorism case, a complex one, and it's going on without legal representation. But can a defendant realistically defend himself without his legal team or without his lawyer?
Mr. Mike,
He has sacked them.
Mr. Mike, it's absolutely possible in law.
Yes.
It's absolutely possible. You have a right to legal counsel of your choice if you so wish, and you have the absolute right to defend yourself if you so wish. It's a choice. You are responsible for any decision you make. Any decision you have taken, you are going to be held responsible for it. That's why, in fact, there are some words Mr. Chinedu used. He said Kanu was going on suicide mission. And I don't think, I'm not forcing his decision, but in my own opinion, I have a right to my own opinion. It's not a wise decision. That's my own opinion. He has a right to his decision.
Defending himself, right?
In my own opinion, I have a right to it.
It's not a wise decision.
It's not a wise decision. Like his fellow brother said, he was going on suicide mission. If he has chosen that way, so be it. His own enough to take the decision. If that's the decision he has taken, so be it. That wants to stand by himself and defend himself. It's like I'm repeating again, in my own opinion, it's not a wise decision, because you see, can't you not forget that you will see beyond that cross-examination of the prosecution counsel. Because when the legal team of defense legal team open their defense, they will still be subject to cross-examination by the prosecution counsel. Yes, so Kanu has a lot of things to face now. Now, he will defend himself on the concluded case of the prosecution team. Then he will be exposed to cross-examination by the defense team again. Two things, and I don't see him. I'm telling you, Mr. Mike, mark my word. I don't see Kanu without legal, first parties being able to survive those two things. Number one, he cannot appropriately defend himself. Number two, cross-examination of the prosecution counsels of the federal government team, he can't survive it. Mark my word. See, this is my own opinion. See, I've been able to listen to legal remedials on television, educating the people of the public to know what legal procedure means.
Especially on this kind of
case. Cross-examination of opposition team is there, is waiting for him. Because at every time he's defending himself, they will interrupt him, they will cross-examine him, apart from his own personal defense. So these two things, I don't see can alone handling it. You need a legal team, but if you have so made a decision that I don't want a legal team, that's remain his own choice. Nobody, like what he said, it's a suicide mission. But let's see how further will go. Maybe that will even deepen our legal jurisprudence in the court of law. Yes, there's something we have not yet to know in the law court, that maybe this will deepen our legal jurisprudence of the law, so that even the law will now begin to see that, okay, this is a new trend in development of legal practice, defense, constitutional defense, that somebody can stand up and open up a defense of his case by himself, and then deepen it and create a new, so that on the overall on the other matter, I will advise that if it's not too late, if it's not, because you can always announce representation to the judge of your legal team as whenever he wishes. As you can drop, you can add, you can reconstitute. If Kanu have his way, in my own opinion, I will advise him to choose a new legal team that he believes he can. Okay. That can defend him. But I disagree with some statement I heard from Mr. Omoyele, yeah, to say that Omoyele has prepared to send Kanu to prison. What are the basis for saying that? As clear been concluded. No, he said initially he saw him being as an angel. I don't know where your opinion to your assessment, but I'm thinking that this thing must be the term of the spirit of Mr. Mike. It's been too long for 6 years. I mean, it's been almost 4 or 5 years now. 5 years. Well, yes, the trial is too long. Let's have a short short period of trial. And let them have conclusion of the matter, guilty or innocent. If Kanu is innocent, let us be done with it. And if he's guilty, let him go and appeal. Right. So I think I'm support of spiritual process that the Omoyele is bringing in. And I'm warning the Omoyele, please remember the oath of office you spend. You took on the day you are sworn as a judge, that you uphold justice, you defend justice to people without fear of people, without being remoted from any. Yes, that's what I'm praying, that man should remember, because any decision you take, if it's treated against the justice, remember, God is there watching you, and your conscience will be there. As long as that man does that, I want to see end of this trial quickest as possible, innocent or guilty. Then we know the next move to make. All right.
Mike, let me just say very clearly, this matter is not based on self-determination or has anything in connection with self-determination Biafra issue. Yes. It has moved from, they came up with felony, they came up with terrorism, all these charges now, has been quashed by the appeal court. Mike, do you understand? The question is, we should be asking ourselves at this point is that what is Nnamdi Kanu still doing in DSS custody? It's a very simple thing. The guy has, understand very clearly that the Nigerian judicial system is not independent. That is one thing we must understand. And any decision that is being taken is based on what is coming from a higher authority. And you know it very clearly that there's no how, if they don't allow media coverage from the point Nnamdi Kanu is going to court today, to start making every point, every stage of defense of Nnamdi Kanu public very important. Very important, so that the world will see clearly how the whole thing went. I want to tell you that where I made that statement, that Nnamdi Kanu is also a suicide mission. What do you expect from Jason Motors when he came initially and he said, he first said that before he went on recess, that this matter will be decided. He went on recess and came back. That matter was not decided. Somebody is on the point of death. I remember Nnamdi Kanu said that the health report tendered by the Nigeria Medical Association is fake. And we argue it here. that how can you pick doctors from 6 political zone because of one man? So it's clearly suspicious that Nnamdi Kanu is sensing conspiracy, meaning that the judgment is not going to come to that's going to come to him is being tailored, and based on that, my brother, it has gotten to a point because see, if you're a soldier, if you're a freedom fighter, if you're a soldier, it will get to a point where, in fact, there's nobody in your battalion you will see again. You are standing alone. I don't know whether you have experienced that kind of war in the war front, where the jungle matures, everybody on the run, and you decided you just find yourself alone. Nobody is going to say, please, or command you, lie down, stand up. No, it has gotten to that point. His lawyers were apprehended simply because they went on a civil right. They were apprehended and kept there. His brother is there. There's somebody who was supposed to coordinate his 45 internal legal team. Federal government has already picked him. And looking at that direction, he just see himself said, okay, it has gotten to that point. But Omoyele movement is suspicious, and I can tell you in honest truth, if you truly you are the judiciary is independent, and why can't you quash this master until the presidency intervene? And what they are seeking for, unfortunately, it failed them because Nnamdi Kanu did not accept political solution. If Nnamdi Kanu accepted political solution, this would have gotten to that level. And you know what it means when government come up with a political solution? That means you are totally going to surrender to federal government amnesty. And for the offense that other countries of the world, Kenya has declared that what happened is illegal. All of them that were involved, Malamio, Brutayo, Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers, so to say, including this Agabi, be able to stand in front of a presiding judge, and declared that these people should be brought to court. They cannot do it. They will play diplomacy, play this thing, say they are start using legal terms and all that. It has gotten to that where every truth, every bit of the truth can be open. And let me tell you, in the issue of cross-examination, Nnamdi Kanu can defend himself. Yes. And I can tell you that. And it means that the process is compromised and he won't go to jail. So be it. But there should be media coverage on Nnamdi Kanu's defense.
All right, to the comment section, Jasmine is saying that years ago, I stood alone in a court here in one European country, which I won't mention, about child abuse, which I didn't. That's that it was very difficult, but came out free. Feeling so emotional now. All right, on to the next one. Emmanuel Ogbuji says Omoyele movement is suspicious. James Manu, Nigeria government, Nigeria government have planned to jail Nnamdi Kanu, whether he's with lawyers or not. Omoyele is following government instructions to jail Kanu. That's just the truth. This is coming from James Manu. Nathan Abu says there are certain things defense counsel to Nnamdi Kanu cannot say out, but Nnamdi Kanu can boldly say it out.
That is the game, Mike. That is the game. I don't know. That's that is the game. But not that he cannot bring a legal team to this, but it has gotten to that level that it is a total battle. They have to turn that particular courtroom. Go and listen to what Bintarako said. To an extent, Bintarako was saying that, and he lost him, Nnamdi Kanu coming to court to entertain him. Can you imagine that kind of a thing? So it has gotten to that level where that very particular courtroom should be declared a battlefield on this issue, that government continue to manipulate themselves against somebody who has no weapons. Mike, yesterday we are discussing about the Niger State governor that said that Nigeria should defend himself. Danjuma made similar statement. Establish a military. Danjuma, that's why he's involved. You need to come to court and tell the court how he was able to make that pronouncement that Nigeria should be armed, and not an extent to establish a replica of ESN, and nobody arrested him. But justice for one, is justice for all.
Why is Wike involved in this? Mr. Mike. Wike, why is he involved?
What? Okay.
Mr. Mike, I'm asking.
Wait, let me tell you why Wike is actually involved. Mike is connected to the NSAS.
NSAS?
Yes, it's connected.
Not Sanwo-Olu, I said Wike.
No, I'm coming to that.
Okay, all right.
The killing in Obigbo is connected to NSAS. Yes, the killing in Obigbo took place during NSAS. And Sanwo-Olu, who inaugurated a committee, who set up a committee, appointed committee, and a report was made, panel was set up, there was investigation on how that they should tender that report to the court where Nnamdi Kanu was involved in the issue of NSAS as well. So bring it. Where the panel wrote Nnamdi Kanu's name there.
He also called out Brutai.
Brutai and Malami were involved in the illegal rendition. They should come to court. How they violated sovereignty and international law. The Commonwealth Treaty. I mentioned it here. Then on the issue of Wike ordered the killing in Obigbo, and they now attributed it to Nnamdi Kanu. So then everybody should come to court and clarify how this thing has happened. So you can see the angle that the government is coming from. It is no longer felony, it is no longer whatever. They are looking at way to manipulate whatever it has. And remember that there are certain laws that has been repealed. In fact, Nnamdi Kanu should rescue or issue a statement that he's not interested to engage this man called Omotosho anymore. Sorry. I'm telling you, rescue himself from Omotosho. But yes, he can bring another judge. But yes,
how many judges?
But it doesn't mean we are seeing hands of compromise. We are seeing hands of compromise. We saw it happening in Britain.
The government the court allow another.
Can I come in, sir? Number one, let me tell you one thing, Mr. Mike. A judge that is in charge of his court will never allow his court to be declared a war zone. A sound judge that is incompetent, that's competent and in control of his court will never allow his own. I'm saying this second time. Will never allow his court to be declared a war zone. There is concept of court in every court proceeding, in every court. So the moment the judge issues you a warning of your conduct and you don't abide with it, then he will bring up he will implement content matter upon you, and from there your case might even not even be concluded at all. You can even not be serving sentence for concept of court in the first place. So this issue of anybody thinking that the court can turn to a war zone can never happen. Whether a judge that is in charge of his court is in charge of it as is properly in control of it. Number two, anybody who wants to stand a trial in the court, it must be made to abide with the standard and the procedure of court processes, court litigation, case litigation in the court of law. Nobody will go to court and be against himself, or be taking over the court process, court room, and no, it's a judge that's in charge of his court will never allow that to happen. So I'm just making all this submission to make sure that nobody want to see firework of legal firework, but not that turn is going to a battlefront that there be dishonest, there be lawless and breaking down law and just no. A competent judge that's in charge of course will never allow that to happen. Then the issue is this: in many cases, because I heard Mr. Chinedu talking about how he has seen Omotosho derailing. He has not substantiated what. You see, there are some things that you have to be careful of making when the case is in court of law. Otherwise, they call it prejudice. Otherwise, you can comment about the case in the court of law, but you have to be careful of the statement you make. But when you are making a statement, you cannot substantiate that the judge is already passing the justice. You have to prove it. Because if someone going to prove it, we have evidence to prove that the judge already, the justice already go to subordinate judgment, subordinate justice. Yeah, it is a case of you have to prove it in the court of law. If you are taking up to go and prove it, do you have evidence to prove it? Have you evidence to substantiate it? So, see, that's why I'm very careful in making my statement. I'm saying, look, let us wait for all this trial to be in full gear. But to be making a subversive statement that a judge already concluded the case the particular way, he may not be able to prove it if they are taking up on it. It's just an advice. Number two, Kanu must be now must not know that now he has all these tax. I call all these tax. Nobody should deceive me and think it's a business tax. It's not simple. Only you cannot you are going to miss the full power of the other law from the team against you without legal counsel, you and them. It's not going to be an easy thing. Let anybody come here and tell you that it's a simple thing. You just be working. It's not going to be easy, Mr. Mike. You deal with experts. So it will be cross-examined apart from his own event himself. So for him to think that he's just going to work in and bamboozling him, like I said, there's still another in the courtroom process, which the judge will see applied, and he will conduct himself in a ruling way or ruling way. Court of course is there for you to go and have business before your case is even decided. So let them sink to the head of anybody thinking that because you can be turned to a battlefield. You cannot. Remember, a judge is in charge because we know let it happen. Court of course is still there. Court of proceedings is there to apply on you if you are ruling in the court. So because you must conduct yourself according to the standard and the law of the proceedings. So you must conduct yourself. So it can't just be I'm going to see yourself before no, it didn't happen. So I'm not telling you. Mr. Mike, I'm not you have your time, please. You have your floor, please. Let me
I'm not just identifying myself that
I'm also telling you what is obtaining the court law because of the courtroom, yes, so that there's a decorum of how you conduct yourself, how you take not aggressively and be yes. All right.
Mike, it's unfortunate when people make statements and people turn it to be something. What really mean I say a battlefield? You know what I mean? You see, you don't just come here and see. We are talking about the reasons why Nnamdi Kanu choose to, excuse his lawyers. We should talk about it. Don't come and tell me they got the fireworks. Go to court. If you have visited court, you are going to verify me to shut down. Go to court. Stop pretending. Nnamdi Kanu has never. He has given everybody, including Peter Yoko, chances, and it has gotten to that point. He needs to defend himself. He will defend himself. Nnamdi Kanu have not shown any sign of pride or whatever. Anybody that is factoring that is being biased, completely biased. You have right to defend yourself, as simple as that, and there are rules. When I say battlefield, what do you mean by are they going to shoot gun in the court? So what I don't understand the kind of angle you are. Yes, man. That's your picture. Your picture you are painting. The picture you are painting looks. I don't do this. They are going to shoot gun. You go to God. You say the gun is unfortunate. I'm asking you to do no, unfortunate. I'm on my own. Don't be behind the proceedings in the court. And I said a situation where the court is highly charged. It's highly charged. And lawyers and prosecutors exchange. No, confirm is called. No, no, happen. The court. So don't be I'm talking about this human being. I am in charge. This is my talk. I'm in charge. Yeah, I'm shut down. I will shut down. You understand? Because I'm telling you very clearly that this is what it is, and that's what it remains. And that's the fact. Nnamdi Kanu is marching here to defend himself against a system that is as corrupt as. It's corrupt. It's a corrupt thing to do. Corruption is what we see in the Nigerian judiciary. Is pure corruption. Can you say that you here now can actually go to Nigerian court and obtain judgment without sorting out, without doing other things? You cannot in Nigeria today, because those this year matters. Thousands of judges are not interested in. One man that came from Wike said he's interested. Are you not sensing something? Then ordinary healthcare, you cannot allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So what is the conviction that you are going to? And somebody said, allow me a few days to get my defense in order. He said no. What does that mean? It's an act of something is seriously behind your decision. When you see something and you pretend over it because you don't want to offend whoever that have already planted you and want you to do a certain bid. That's what I'm saying. They will engage themselves and it will become a battle. Right there in the courtroom. I repeat, 100%. Right there in the courtroom.
Well, I think it's Ratty's statement that
I am not. I will not. If we talk in the absence, you play from the surface. I'm just what is already on ground. And I'm telling you, let me tell you, if you apply the rules appropriately, yes. So that's why you don't give any impression that the place can be turned to a place of being bandaged. The management will just to know a judge in control of his court who apply the rules appropriately. Court of course is there for you to connect so that be careful of what you don't even warn you before you apply it. And once you apply it upon you, even your main case, my family decided will be standing, will be for court of court. So I'm just trying to let you know there's a limitation to that so-called battlefield, battle war, whatever you call it. That's just me. I'm trying to let you know. Yes, Mike. Let me just say this for the just to re-emphasize on what I've been saying very clearly. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Omotosho, for me, at this point in time, I think he should rescue himself from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's trial. As simple as that.
I disagree. You see, you
are not the one that will do it. You know, you can't do that. Based on from the matter. Why are that judges have the legal right to rescue himself from the fire? And that's the fact. Business. You do what you do. Are you going to? He can have the right. He has the right. He has the right to rescue himself from the prove beyond every evidence. That is my heart. There must be a reason why other judges don't want to bias in Nnamdi Kanu. Mr. Mike, for you to ask the judge to rescue himself, you must prove evidence of bias, sentiments against him or her. Yes, and can you prove that? But that is the reason. It's a very clear thing for you to understand that being Tayeko, we are going to tell you don't understand this. And remember that Yako himself, you understand, was excused. Any other judge can be excused.
It's so true. So
what is your advice? Must it be a motor show? No, must it be a motor show?
My level position of duty.
No, must it be a motor show?
I cannot be limited to my level position of duty.
No, must it be a motor show?
Listen, if you want to ask my level position of duty, you must yes. I cannot be intimidated at my level position of duty. My position, you must prove to me that I'm biased, I'm sentimental, I'm against you. Then it won't be beyond everything that I will say, okay, yes. The other one will not say yes. I will have no choice as good as, but not try to intimidate me.
to cause fear in my heart that you as well as long position of this. No.
Why is the
All right.
first is delaying?
All right, away from that. Let's quickly okay. The arrest of Omoyele Sowore.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, it was there was an order by the police commissioner.
Yes.
In the FCT.
Yes.
And he was arrested yesterday. Yes. But why was he arrested? Was it because of the public outcry? Sorry.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Yes. Sorry. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. Because of the outcry of the public. Don't forget that. Because of the outcry of the public on the arrest of 13 protesters.
Yes.
You know, Ejimako, his lawyer was arrested.
His brother and the rest.
Kanu's brother arrest. Sowore was left.
Yeah.
So did they arrest him because of that? Because of people's complaints about the whole process or what?
Mr. Mike.
Or was he just arrested to keep him mum?
Mr. Mike, may God bless you, because that day we are discussing that matter here. There's something right for us on the court injunction. What the court injunction actually meant, which I initially thought it was limited to hold restriction of some areas,
National Assembly.
And the court does say you should not hold protest, but except from taking your protest to their areas. You can hold your protest as another place in Abuja. But these social areas don't go here. There's a court injunction on that. Court order. Not saying don't hold protest. And now, the place where those people first gather were those places, according to police and that, they were gathering in those places based on court order. And the people that were arrested said it was Sowore that led them to that place. Was not present on the spot. But those people who are present on the spot were the ones that were charged to court. Then the assembly said, Oga, we are not just there. Somebody led us to the place. So if police said if people were arrested on the spot on those places said we were led there by somebody, that means that person is an accomplice in the crime, in the commission of that crime. So how can you not?
So it was a lawful arrest.
Of course. Because people that were arrested on the spot on those areas said we were led there by so person who was forced to arrest.
But they knew Sowore led the protest.
No,
why wasn't he arrested in the first place?
He was talking not to be arrested now. Maybe he escaped, of course. But people who were caught at the spot in the course of making their statement said we were led there by so person. That means we are an accomplice in the commission of that crime. That means that you were arrested. That's it. Why did you arrest?
See, the problem is half-baked information. I'm telling you the honest truth. For me, I can't rely on David Henry on the report. That report is totally biased. But let me tell you, Sowore was arrested not because of the protest. Anybody telling you that it's because of the protest does not have information.
That's what the police manipulation.
But I'm telling you, don't tell me. But let me tell you, there is a court pronouncement that Sowore should not be allowed inside the court. Okay,
that was yesterday.
Not yesterday.
When?
Yeah, when he normally go to court any day. Nnamdi Kanu is appearing in court. Do you know that he stopped?
Yeah, at some point.
You know why he stopped? The judge said, "I don't want to see you here again." That is it. Man, understand when these people are manipulating Nigerians.
But the police public
but that is not. But what stops them from picking Sowore when they know he has crossed the Rubicon? That's what they are. What? Okay, let me leave those things. Nobody come and tell me we want at the act of the court. It's from being in the same courtroom with Nnamdi Kanu or visiting Nnamdi Kanu on his day of court appearance. And fact check. If what I'm saying here is not correct, please go and fact check. And they come with all manner of things and just to play to some certain analysts online on the national TV making that statement as if that is absolutely not correct. And I can tell you that. Then the police public relation officer. Okay, you know what is public relation officer? You know? He's a PR person. He can catch up on public sentiment.
And that is not it. The question we should ask ourselves is that why did Sowore stop going to court at any point where Nnamdi Kanu is appearing in court? That's the question.
What if he is not? What if he's not needed there?
Sir?
What if he is not needed there?
Yes, well, and I'm telling you that if a judge should make that kind of pronouncement that I don't want this person to be here anytime this man is coming to court, what does that tell you? I've not seen Sowore appear in Nnamdi Kanu's trial, and there was and he causes some kind of tension in the court. Mike, I don't know. Please, can you educate me? I don't know. In as much as they pick Ejimako and Nnamdi Kanu's brother there, visibly with Sowore, why did they not pick him that day? The question you asked, Mike, you asked that question. And I can tell you that those who are involved in public relations, image making, and the rest of them, go and ask Daniel Buala, go and ask Reno Mokri, go and ask Lai Muhammad what they represent. If you're a public relations officer, if you're a PR person, and you're working with agency government, you should be able to know at a point where you are going to play into the public sentiment. But Sowore himself was asking, IG said you should have come and arrest me. He said, yes, that's okay. That's the fact.
All right, thank you so much, Oyenze. I really appreciate your contribution this morning. All right, you're welcome.
Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, our esteemed viewers globally. And good morning, Nigeria. Thank God it's Friday. Another new day. We give all glory to God for coming alive again to come and hear our views. Bordering on the activities of this nation. Thank you for being there with us.
Good morning, Mike. Good to be here again. Thank God for life. I want to thank personally the people that supported me, have been standing with me, and I want to support the God will extend his support to you likewise. I thank you very much for standing by me, because the enemy must have brought me down, but God did not allow them. Thank you, and I'm here again.
Yeah, guarantee us neutrality, objectivity, credibility in our elections. Should a president, a city president, appoint an INEC chairman, the president has charged him to deliver fair, free, and credible elections come 2027 and other years. A number of election is coming this year, coming up this year. So, what do you have to say, sir?
You see, I made mention of I did mention on this platform that Amukriton, in his name, literally translates to has connection with history. He can so do whether he wants to be on the right side of history or on the wrong side. And I believe that before the 2027 elections are going to be held in some parts of the country, and it behoves on him to do something that people will always speak about, whether he has every panache of confidence that the masses he posts on that seat called the INEC chairman to so do. And I want to say for the optic time that because let me not deviate from the course of the matter. We did ask a question that is it right for the president to appoint an INEC chairman? I don't know whether I got it right. I said that if we must bet a very good democracy, I think the appointment of INEC chairman should not be tied to the office of the Mr. President, because it's like somebody being a judge in your own case. I want to believe that for us to have a seemingly free and fair equitable election, I think there should be a body siding with the appointment of INEC chairman. And I am not mistaken in this my belief by saying that if everything that needed to be done, you see, the National Judicial Council is there, the Nigerian Bar Association is there. I think all these regional bodies should have been saddled with the appointment of other chairman. From there, we will say democracy is at play and is firmly rooted.
All right, previous elections we've had in this country were marred by vote buying and results manipulation. Is it possible for Josh Amukutu to deliver a credible election at this time around? Don't forget that one of the elections he will be conducting is the Anambra State election, gubernatorial election, which comes up on the 8th of November or so. So, what should we expect? Will he be able to deliver credible and transparent election?
Yeah, first of all, the good questions you asked. First of all, I think we have to start from the Anambra gubernatorial election and see how it's going to perform. And from there, we can now be talking of the presidential and the other governorship election that will follow suit. So I can say openly, the guy is really prepared. The guy is set, to bring a new, a new strategy into the high neck as it is. And I can say openly, I cannot just condemn the guy for now because I have not seen him in action. So let's just weigh his performance. The election is coming up any moment from now. So we can then judge him and give him, give him the scores that okay, this is we have a very erudite, umpire that can take us to a destination we were looking at. Right.
Right away from that, the arrest of Omoyele Sowore, another topic discussing. Would you call that a lawful act?
Yeah, it's a purely lawful act. Yes. Because there was a restriction before they started that issues, the protest, and they told them, don't move beyond so area. We don't want to see you around the National Assembly.
We are not telling you
not to protest, but where you're
restricted to
certain areas. Yes, and where your right starts is where another person. Where your right stops is where another person right starts. So they moved. And Sowore himself knew that he grooved with his entourage. That was why he took off. That was why he ran away. You see, Nigerians, it's only Nigerians I know that they don't obey the law. Nigerian citizens don't obey the law. Why? We always follow their leaders. Our leaders got their way, what they're this thing. But you have to respect no matter how bad, how worse your leader has. You can correct them constructively, but you cannot start abusing your leader. You cannot start black leader. And I keep telling them, you don't, that's part of problem Nnamdi Kanu got himself into now, and people are sympathizing with him. And when he was causing trouble, nobody was there. Under what's it called, Buhari sent Nnamdi Kanu to jail, not still mobile, because when you were saying you are deforming the president of that time, which happens to be Buhari, that this is Jubri. Will somebody pray that somebody will now be comparing his father as a dead man, as a dead entity, and calling his father another name? That this is Jubri. This is not the Buhari we know. This is you diminish the family, and you don't know there will be consequence. There will be consequences generally. So when you see trouble, they say trouble sit down. As fella will talk, Yanga go wake am. Wetin they look for? Palava, another palava now. Now they go carry for court. Now they take to court. Now they are taken to court, and I don't think Nnamdi Kanu can get his way out, except they go on political solutions, right? Because he good. When you're talking of the activists, we've been there right from the Ghanaian era, right from Falana, right from Bakuba, right from what's it called, the law of them. We assemble at Tegesho, market there, that social access where their office is. I'm talking of the labor. And they start the protest, the police will surround them and they will tell them restriction, they will give them restriction. You cannot go beyond all this thing. They do that, the protest was time. Police now start chasing everybody. They will put Gani, they will throw him into Black Maria, they will put Agbakoba, they will throw to Black Maria. We that we are followers of these people that love them, that are always will now start running away, running out. You can fight, right? You can run away, you can fight and run away, but you can come back again and fight for and have a better fight. And that is what people don't know. You can't fight government, you can only engage government. And that's part of what we are witnessing till today. You can only engage government constructively, yes. But I don't know the kind of citizen we are in this country. Even in northern clan, you talk about this francophone country, they obey their leaders. They don't, they don't just punish their leader, they don't abuse their leader. Look at what happened to Buhari. If Buhari happens to be my father, in fact, that case will be more, terrible than this, because I would not tolerate such blackmailing.
All right, according to reports, he was arrested because he violated court order that he shouldn't be seen around the premises of the court. Some reports said he was arrested because he violated court order that restricted people from participating from protesting at particular areas in Abuja. But how should this case be treated? Is it as contempt of law or what? Something contempt of court or what?
Firstly, let me liken you to this analysis that I'm about to give. You see, when a driver drives a bus and maybe had an accident, then you not arrest the conductor. Does he really tally? So, for crying out loud, he was the one that led the protest. Then the people that followed him in that this were arrested. And at that time, you can see the way he took the strike. He escaped. Does it mean that there are no security forces on ground that would have apprehended him at that particular point? And I know that on that day of that protest, every area was charged with security presence. Why was he even allowed to run away? And they got hold of other persons. That's another story for another day. I did say on this platform that the person of Sowore to me is 50-50. I don't really key much into his objective, because all what we've had is just like a comedy drama. It will translate to nothing concrete, because the Nigerian states, they are only every scrupulous approach to all these issues, even action. It is mind-numbing to me. It does not translate to concrete thing or solution to be gotten from all these things. It's just a mere macabre dance. And if he's being arrested, then the state, it falls within the ambit of the state to show me, because there were boundaries being set. And once there is a contravention of the boundary, then the law should take its course. And that's my own take on that. But on going back and forth to the court, it's like
Nnamdi Kanu, right?
The Nnamdi Kanu is not really. It's not really exciting.
He's to defend himself today.
If he's going to defend himself, how is he going to get out of that thing? Because the federal government has all the financial waters to come to the court with a robust legal team.
And he's going there without legal team.
And if he's going there without legal team, then the outcome is already decided. He cannot get out of. You are no realist here, because he is not a lawyer. Because you need somebody who is so vast in law to come and confront their own point of view. And if jurisprudence is adequately to be served, you come with your team. And it is when whatever your team is bringing to the table is what the judge is going to preside upon. A situation whereby he is coming to stand alone, then he can't win his case because he's not versed in law. He read international relations, and I don't know whether maybe even if he has a diploma in law, he cannot really come to that level of debating himself in law as to even accuse whatever is being brought against
this complex situation.
Yes, it's a complex situation. I'm a realist. Even though I love him to be free because his continual incarceration or being held in the gallows of the DSS is inhuman to me. Because if I told you at the end of the day, he's being served or he's being seen to have contravened whatever law that is being brought against him and he's being jailed, has he not even served more than a number of years that he ought to have been given in the first place? You can see that I've always been an apostle that anything that you say when justice is being scrupuloused, then you can always know that Tadani will set it.
How would you describe this move, Funle? Going to the court to defend yourself without your lawyer?
I think there's a bit pride from the angles of Nnamdi Kanu. Let's say the truth. Let's say the fact. There is a bit pride from his side because if you want to trace back to the history, Ojukwu, who are supposed to be the leader of the Biafra, the leader of the Southeast, I can say in paramount leaders because they believe in Ojukwu very well. Ojukwu submitted himself to the government of that time. So why can't Nnamdi submitted himself to the? He said, "Let us call a spade a spade. Let us call a madman a madman, so that I can have a way out." And what happened? He can fight and come back and fight better for another day. But what is dragging now? He cannot handle it. That is what I'm saying. You are going to court now. You don't have any counsel. You don't have any lawyer that can, defend you. So you have to turn yourself to lawyer. You have to now wear the robe, lawyer robe, and turn yourself to lawyer to defend yourself, which is not possible. They may jail this man the way he's going. The advisor should advise him well, but they are not telling him the truth. If they are telling him the truth, Nnamdi Kanu will not be where he is today. It's more or less keep dancing on, we are behind you. When they got to their bus stop, they turn over and they abandon it. That's what he's facing now. How can you say you want to defend yourself when you are not a lawyer? And you have a lawyer, you abandon the lawyer. Ejinafo is there for you, has been there for you. Special life from I always watch what's it called, and the guy really tried. There was a time he was even unleashing his anger on the Ejinafo.
All right, Jacob here says MNK has lost a war. MNK has lost a war. All right, we move down to Jasmine Blessed, and he's saying that killing Nnamdi Kanu is not the problem, but what will follow may sink this country.
Nothing will follow. Nothing will follow. The Nnamdi Kanu is bigger. Is it bigger than this country? Is it bigger than this country? Even I'm repeating it. The likes of Ojukwu, they tried it and they saw nothing inside, and they came back say, "I believe in one Nigeria." And Ojukwu joined the political party, MPN. They contested under MPN. That Nigerian, we are together. Nigeria must be one. And he conducted, he stayed on that level till he died. So whatever you wish Nnamdi Kanu now that they jailed him, the heaven will fall. Heaven will not fall anywhere. You can't fight government. If you want to fight government, ready with your arsenal, your arsenal, ready, and with your arsenal, the government will diminish you.
Right, Nnamdi Kanu doesn't need your political solution. He doesn't want to compromise, though it's not really easy, says Nathaniel Abu. We move down to another person here, GOA, only with dash analysis. On to the next one, Kate Perry. Kunle said Kunle, say what you know and stop saying what you don't know.
I'm saying what I know.
You are not an Igbo man.
I'm saying what I know, and I'm following the Igbo tragedy. I'm following the tragedy. Now the tragedy, I've been following it more than even that they are in diaspora there. I've been following the case, court case, everything. I've been following. So they can't just tell me, because all the judges that have been coming, all the judge that comes to the to solve the case for him, you always lambast them and you abuse them.
You don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, two wrongs don't make right, man, and you always abuse them. Binka Yako, Yako. We knew how he beat up that woman. With abusive, all sort of things. So what do you really want? You can't be fighting everybody and you expecting that you have judgment. Your people are not telling you the truth, Nnamdi. They're not telling you the truth. They push you to where you are today. They pushed you to where you are today. Both the one in diaspora, both the one in the Nigeria here. They are not telling you the truth, because if they are being told the truth, you will not be where you are today. You know, you will not be you fight, and you don't win the fight. You can come back and fight for another day. But you want to believe that you can conquer the whole nation at once, and you can silence the whole nation at once. No, you can't. You can't. Where your own right stop is where others my own right begins, and it's where other Nigerian rights begin. So one man cannot just say we want to turn Nigeria into what's it called into turmoil, bring turmoil into Nigeria.
All right, I move to the comment section again. You don't have to be an Igbo man to know that Kanu is dash. Jacobia, this others are from Amsterdam. Jacobia says Sowore is an opportunist. He needed to use MNK to be relevant again. What do you have to say about this?
You know, I've said it. It's like I will be repeating myself again. I said Sowore to me.
Is it not relevant?
Sowore to me, you see, I said it's 50-50. And at times there are some lines of his action that I tag along with, and many of his actions too that I disagree with. But today, if anybody is saying that he needed Nnamdi Kanu, he wanted to use it as a kind of a country pie, I will disagree with that line of thought. I want to believe that Sowore is a person that has already carved a niche for himself in the political affairs of this country. I give or take, and for someone to have said so, I think maybe that is zero opinion though, because he's so entitled. But one thing I want to say is that Sowore should, because the only thing that pains me, if you say you are leading a battle, all of a sudden that you call yourself a commander, you bear the toga of a commander. By the time the heat came, you were nowhere to be found. You ran away. Was it the same manner people like the likes of Galibo did their own thing during their own time, or other people that led like Beko and everything? They never ran away. They stood. You know, for crying out loud, we live in a global setting, and everybody is watching us. If he had stayed, and maybe the police tear gas him, the world will see it. Everybody will see it. And I know that action would go around and will be condemned. It's a reason whereby we continue to play petty. We say we are in the vanguard of activism. Before we reach the middle of the mark, we fizzle out. To me, it's just a dance of the macabre.
All right, thank you so much.
Can I have my last take? I think I enjoy that it's not Mr. Former President Baba Ota Obasanjo. We are just enjoying that he's not the one in power. All this trash we are witnessing, we wouldn't have. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Mike.
Morning.
Good morning, our most revered viewers. It's good to be here again. Thank you for remaining committed and for keeping paid with this platform.
Is it wise sacking your legal team when you know you'll be opening a defense today? Nnamdi Kanu has sacked his legal team, and he is being caught today.
Well, I was surprised when I saw that, but I want to believe he's the lead lawyer was the one that was arrested. Ejimako. You understand? Unfortunately, he has been arrested. I do not know what really inspired his decision to sack his lawyers, but I want to believe that Nnamdi Kanu is a very sound, intelligent man who understood very well, how he understood the law very well, both international and local laws. But I still feel for him to have come up with this decision, there must be some advice from his legal team for him to have arrived at the decision he has taken.
Let me say, good morning, our reviewers, and good evening, the good lovely with you people. For me to say on it, for you to drop me illegal thing, for me, it is not a necessary. Because no matter if you're a lawyer, someone must defend you. I remember when Chief Dr. Raphael was detained. He did not say that to let me stand by myself. The lawyer, when you find out that the lawyer is not good, cannot stand for you, you have the right to sack it and you place another person on it. So if they say for the hearing, being a lawyer, for that hearing, you're not supposed to participate on it because you know that he has a crucial case which we handle and use the protest. Protest doesn't need it. Other people can go on it, but be a lawyer, you know what and what that is going on in Nigeria. You're not supposed to participate on it. Okay, now who will handle the case of Nnamdi Kanu? And now Nnamdi Kanu have already dismissed some of them. Who will stand for him? Because when you have a lawyer, there are some certain things your own lawyer with other lawyer will come together and discuss how the matter will be. But now, are you going to deal with their opponent lawyer to discuss? No way. And remember, this is not the first. This one should be the second time that he is repeating it, and which is not good. I want it to be out, but let him not using his hand to be putting himself under suffering. He needs someone who can bring him out in a political way. So using violence or violent words cannot bring him out.
All right, Amukito has been finally sworn in by the president, Ashwat Bola Tinubu, as the INEC chairman. That was sworn in yesterday. But can he serve with integrity beyond reproach as regards our elections?
Well, that's a $1 million question. You understand? Why Nigerians will always question the integrity of whoever is, is called upon to run the affairs of INEC is because of the way and manner they are picked. You understand? Now, we have seen what his predecessor done. There was nothing on this earth he didn't tell us. He promised Nigerians that, the technology that are introduced will actually, deliver transparency, that nobody is going to question, the outcome of the election. And we saw that it was a blunder. You understand? Taxpayers' money was wasted on an exercise that was done only to service the interest of, whoever that has called him to do the job, not the interest of Nigerians. You understand? And that is why Nigeria will continue to question this, will continue to narrow this as a political statement. But I'm keeping my fingers crossed for him. You understand? Because so many things will play out. But another thing we should also, as Nigerians, should be demanding is electoral reform. You see, when you have a faulty system, a corrupt system in the INEC, just like we have now, it does not really matter who you bring there. Even if the person has integrity, the corrupt system will corrupt the person. So that at the end of the day, Nigeria will adopt whatever, that person, whatever, that is done as though corrupt, as though is done to service the interest of the person that picked him. You understand? So, but if we are able to, reform the system, reform it in a way and manner that even if you bring them, do you know, if, like for example, in China, people don't come out to want to seek political offices because of the system they designed. If they are not tempered with our money, will kill you. You understand? The system is so designed that people are scared of committing crime. So that even if you bring the most corrupt person, he will come and want to follow the system. You understand? So what we want is system that will guide people, so that you will see that if I tamper, we need technology, but then we also need system. So that you know that if you tamper with this, you are in for it. You understand? So like I said, I'm still keeping my fingers crossed for him, but I wish to hear Nigerians, particularly those in the opposition, shouting for electoral reform. We still have time. We can get this thing right. If we truly want to push it with the level of force that it desires, we can still get it.
Now, can we see him demonstrate that commitment, the integrity he talked about with Anambra's governorship election?
Well, like the new elect chairman, I can sit for this Anambra election that comes out on November 8th. But that is not where I can give him 100%. Because I know that's about 3 work. 3 election goes to come. One from Anambra, 2026. Is it a state at the end? We still do their own before 2027 general election. It is that 2027 general election we know who is what he can do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, good morning. Sorry, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Fine. Good morning to our viewers. Happy to see you again.
You have evangelist.
Mr. Mike, good morning. And good morning, our esteemed viewers. May God bless you all.
All right.
He's Biafran evangelist.
Biafran evangelist.
Thank God it's Friday again.
Did Mazin Nnamdi Kanu take a wise decision by sacking his legal team?
You ask me this question. See, listen to my brother. Let's pay attention. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, in the very first place, did not sack his legal team. Yeah. Tinubu, Nigerian government arrested Mazin Nnamdi Kanu legal team, and he was left with nobody. That is why he have to stand and speak for himself. Yes, and that is what it is. Who is the legal team leader, and where is he? I'm asking a question. Where is he? Of course. Where is he?
Kuje prison.
Kuje prison. What kind of Kuje prison? You know, a torture abattoir. Kuje prison.
But he violated the court order.
They did not violate court order.
Okay.
There are premises you dare not, and of which the leader. But whether did he go there? No. He waited for leader to come.
That's Sowore.
Which is Sowore. And the leader know they have the places that they asked them not to go.
He has been arrested too.
After our much complaint and reactions. Who is fooling who? At my age, Nigeria will play this kind of game with me.
So he was arrested due to the public outcry.
Of course, yes. Why didn't Agbetoko arrest him on Tuesday when he visited his office? Are you trying to tell me they don't know where he was when he ran away on Monday? When he picked up Ben Johnson?
Are you bringing ethnicity into this issue?
I am not bringing ethnicity. I'm saying what happened. Put away ethnicity. I'm talking of what happened.
Are you trying to be ungrateful?
It's no matter. Excuse me. I'm not talking of grateful and ungrateful here. Okay. I'm talking about what happened.
What happened?
What happened?
Okay.
You understand? So arresting Sowore comes as a result of the reactions
of the people. That some Igbos were arrested.
Igbos left allowed.
That's why I said you are trying to bring.
No, I am not ethnicity. I said what happened.
The reality.
The reality.
All right, sir.
You understand? That is what happened. So, are you getting me? So let me tell you, a man that you have arrested his people, what do you expect from him? He will definitely speak for himself. And I heard somebody, I don't need to mention him, saying that a man saying Nnamdi, please go and read the articles of that young man. He's a lawyer, and he's not the first person to stand and speak for himself as a lawyer ever in the world. No. Go and listen, go and checkmate Okuta panel. Are you getting it? Go and check Okuta panel. Are you hearing me? Go and check Lokuta panel, do your part. There are some lawyers who stood by themselves and defend themselves. If not that Nigeria is just... Are you getting it? See, my beloved brother, let us follow the procedures. We are not talking about who to defend the Kanu now. We are talking about following the constitution, the law which Nigerian government has violated in several occasions and in several ways. And now, according to him, if you watch like yesterday, he made mention of that his lawyers were afraid. Remember, it was Nigeria, team of Nigeria, that installed him, that forced him open the case. Is that not so? Yes, they forced him to open the case, and now he has decided to open the case. He made a statement that he wants to do what? Clear his conscience so that he can die peacefully. Are you hearing me? That he can do what? Die peacefully. That the lawyers are failed. They are afraid of mentioning names. You see why I began to mention names like a brutal. Who of them? Nike Sowore of Lagos State and Danjuma. There are about 5 or 6 of them. 21 self. Are you getting it? And I heard a Yoruba man, Mohammed or Ahmed Bola, that said that Nigeria playing a dangerous game with this guy. Because if you watch the people he mentioned, these are the top politicians in Nigeria, top men. And this man have evidence against them that they should come and that they will testify. You understand? And he said, but bringing these people to court is a kind of look down on Nigeria. And then not appearing will show the world and every other person that Nigeria is in a serious saga. You understand? So, and they are the one that pushed him to this level. And you say that you can see, my brother, there is a level. If truth is not being said, you know you can say the truth. Say that truth to the way it is. I think we have constitution, we have rules, we have law. Why is it that when it comes to Kanu, they are trying to bend it? But T.Y. Danjuma, say T.Y. Bello, whatsoever may be, Pinkina, Shekumi or Shegumi and co. All of them are collecting ransom from Federal Republic of Nigerian government, collecting money to buy arms. Castina, Zamfara, all of them are there. See, there's Musa, all of them, you could not against them. But the people that are in peace, these are the people that shut out and that tear gas them. Then you say that somebody like Kanu should keep quiet. For what now? For what now? Where is our legal rights as a citizen of this country? If at all that the Igbo man is due citizen of this country. If actually that we are citizens of this country and we are taking us in as one, where is it? If the Fulanis can be pampering to the point that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is paying them money, that's payers' money. They use it to acquire more arms. They have put them in a payroll. What do you mean? Do you understand me? As I speak to you, now they have acquire more. Do you know how many Boko Haram they integrated, or how did I use English? It is not my language. English is not my language. Okay? You understand me? They integrated into Nigerian army, into the society. The same people that said they are what? Repented Boko Haram. But in IPOB, a terrorist people, including mass the leader up to today, and you say we one. What makes me and you are as one? Listen to me. Go to America. In case many of us do not know this, do you know that Donald Trump, the current president of America, is not an American citizen? He's a German man. Donald Trump is a German man. But look at yes, by nationality is America, but by origin his father is a German, so he's a German man. But look at it today, he's the president of what? America. That is country that is calling for oneness. That is the country that believes in oneness, that they believe in development. See, development may not come mostly from, maybe they say this one is from here. Go to Canada as I speak to you. A Nigerian person is a governor. Google it. In Canada. Nigerian person.
They are living countries. They are living countries.
Are you getting it? But in Nigeria here, Igbo man is not qualified to be a president. Then the same man, the people, you are telling me we are together. Now we want to go. Excuse me, when you say somebody spoil things for you, why is it that you are finding it difficult to let the person go? Do you happy having dirty inside your apartment? I'm asking. I believe that each and every one of us here come from a place. You have dirty in your house. When you see that this thing is dirty, what do you do with the dirty? Carry that dirty, throw it away. Igbos are the dirty in Nigeria, as Nigeria regarded them to, as Nigeria take them to be. Then throw them away now. You refuse to throw them away. And you refuse to give them their rights. And somebody is standing to fight for that right. You are holding his legal teams. Telling me that Nnamdi Kanu sacked his lawyers. Underwear. He didn't sack anybody, but Nigeria government arrested all of them.
So good morning. See, we are watching film here. We are watching season film. We are in season 3 or 4. This is season 3 or 4. You see, when you now came in a situation where you now say he sacked his lawyer, see, there is another dimension to it. See, there is a secret, there is a little womb that try to open up now. This is the first time in the history of Nnamdi Kanu case that's revealing the almighty name in the corridor of power that belong to this situation. The atrocity that we are seeing here, they must come out and defend themselves. He said, see, this man just throw, this young man just throw a big language to them. He throw big stone to their window. The governor of Lagos State, Wike, Baranta, see, they have secrets. See, I'm happy that Nigeria is coming to a way where we now see who is who and who is responsible for our downfall. They are the arrested development. Can't you see what he's saying? Somebody is terrorizing the whole Nigeria, clean people. They are not arrested development there. They are pampering there. They are loud. They are afraid of them. But we, the other side of the yard house, where the cake, the share came from, the ground, the crude, it takes us for granted. See, time is coming, and I believe now is the time. Nigeria is now waking up because we are millions of Nigeria. Those are few. How can it be happening like this? You see, there was a small film at the end of the Rainbow House here. You see, he said somebody organized a protest. All of us were happy. You can see the crowd in Abuja that day. At the end of the day, you see he ran or he came back. There was Kanu brother, his lawyer. Now that took him. You see, let us be frank with ourselves. The journey just began. Kanu must be relieved, and they must have that. She said, "Let this man go and let us bury our head in shame." Not that money out of your face. Now you go expose them finish because they have some things, secret skeleton in their cupboard. Now the whole world is not listening. They also put it governor, all citizens of Lagos State involved in the Ipob terrorist organization. According to what they say, Branta, they will bring him out there. The world is watching the film. It's a game of throw. And Kanu is now declared victory. Victory, yeah, they say Ipob is a victory, terrorist organization. That means we can lose among, Branta is among, Yakubu is among. You don't understand? Someone say, you are among, okay, come. They say you are involved. How? They must come. They must come before you know they will clean all of them because it's a silly coup from brutality. We are the victim. We got double trouble every time. We got double trouble every time. At the end, they said it's no. But now it's yes. Let us defend ourselves. And those people, let them come and defend ourselves because they have millions of atrocity in their hands. It's time Nigeria know the reality of what is happening in Nnamdi Kanu case. It's not just ordinary case. It's a worldwide case. Imagine
against the people of Hundeyin.
Can you watch it happening here? And I give God the glory, but Nigeria is now open. Millions came out and said, let him go.
is a Nigeria, is a citizen, is a human being. You arrested development, kidnapping authority for Kenya down here. How long the man that kidnapping is there? Why don't you use your good office and stop those unnecessary embarrassment in the face of the international community? Do you know that Kenyans are processing for the sake of mass and They say the Kenyan government say the illegal for them. The Kenyan government say it was illegality on their own behalf because they were brainwashed by the Nigerian state. Just talk what I'm not sure. To kidnap somebody from that place, to dash him, conscious and brought him down here. They now watch their house. Say, I'm not there. Let the real law be done. But yeah, we are still doing like this, going like a millipede. Why don't you go like a stick fast and let us see the reality of ground?
All right, the marginalization of the Indigo is too much in the contraption called Nigeria. Let them go. This is from Ayola Ola.
God bless you, my brother, for speaking the truth. And that truth you speak will make you free. That is the word of God. Well, the game that is playing in Nigeria, I could remember during the days in my school. There's one during literature, they call it animal farm. You understand? Animal farm, Napoleon and Snowball. Animal with 4 legs sleep on bed. The animal with 2 legs sleep on the floor. That is the game in Nigeria.
All right, we have another viewer saying that James Manu saying that if it is the Yorubas that is in Igbo's condition or that are in Igbo condition, the Yorubas will do the worst. Umugan Olusegun Adeolu is saying that Nnamdi Kanu should not deceive himself. He should face his reality of law. Whatever be the outcome, he should take it in good faith because he called for it. Please. He goes on by saying Nnamdi Kanu, okay, same write-up. Anthem says this is not the meaning of arrested development. It means someone who refuses to grow up, which Nnamdi Kanu is. Kanu is dash of sacking his lawyers. Okay, Kanu is senseless for sacking his lawyers. Okay, that's what Anthem is trying to say. Anthem goes on by saying if Igbos really want to go, they won't dash. All right. He goes on again. When Igbos were enjoying power under PDP, especially under Jonathan, they did not cry for marginalization. But as soon as APC was elected, they created IPOB to blackmail.
I disagree. When Obasanjo was there, it was Rike pick it up as myself. Under what? Under PDP. Obasanjo is still alive now. Was Rike still alive? And Kanu, even this Kanu you are talking about, was still pushing it under Jonathan. Are you getting it? And somebody said Igbos lack money. He said Igbos lack money. If you see how much they have offered Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, if you know what they have given to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to quit this, you will not believe it, but he turned it down. Yike said a man that is afraid of now is who? No other person but Kanu, because whenever you meet him, he will tell you Biafra or nothing. That what they have given to him, the offer they have offered to nobody that will give that offer that will turn it down, but this man turned it down. What are you telling me? You know better than we can.
First of all, Mr. Mike, I want to correct some impression. People that are saying Igbos love money, and they keep on saying Igbos love money. I disagree. I met one Yoruba brother. I asked that Yoruba say, Igbos love money. I asked him, is it true that Igbos love money? He think and say, it is what people are saying. I say, for you, is it true that Igbos love money? He said, the way they are looking money everywhere, you see Igbo. I said, no. It's not that Igbos love money. I've seen people that love money. See Igbos. In Lagos, see them. The way they eat money. They don't eat money like people that love money. I was with one agent. Agent was calling one landlord and telling him, you say then, it's not now, it's not this year now. He said, your house is 700,000, that's a flat. It's only Igbo man that can rent it to and say, wow, Igbos spend the money, they eat money. Even on this platform, you will see many Igbos react in sending money. Yorubas are doing it, Hausas are doing it, yes, but you see many Igbos. They like giving, they like eating money. People who love money don't eat money. Igbos are pushed onto the in Nigeria from the time of Gowon, from the time of war, where the whole African and whole world team up to kill Igbos, re-kill Igbos, uses their women by force. They were carrying married women everywhere, destroy Igbo land. That time, after all, they push Igbo man to the wall. Igbo man have never had anything apart some that are picked from Fulani.
What will be the outcome of today's defense opening?
Let me finish this one by telling you. So I told that man.
Because we have more people.
Yes, I want to finish. They were pushed to the wall. It's not that they love them. They are struggling to come out of where Nigeria pushed them. They are all over the world, saving their head.
He's going to court without his lawyers.
Yes, going to court without his lawyers. We are all human beings. We are all human beings. If the whole people in power face you, only you, there is a say in Igbo land that if one man prepare food for public will finish to eat, and they will still need more, isn't it? But if public prepare food for only you, you will be into trouble. Nnamdi Kanu is facing a serious case where almost, I can say, 3/4 of Nigeria is facing one Igbo man for self-determination. A person who told you, I'm not in Nigeria, I'm going. They see him, they want to crucify him, they want to see him rotting in jail. Everybody.